Is ghee vegan? In today's episode, we're going to find out the very important question: is ghee vegan? And we're going to quickly answer that question. No, ghee is not vegan. Now, if that's all what you needed today, go forth and flourish, do what you got to do. But if you want to know what ghee is, how ghee is made, and easy alternatives to ghee, then feel free to stick around. In today's episode, we're going to share all of that and more. Now let's get right into it. Now, what is ghee? Ghee is clarified butter. Clarified butter meaning that the milk solids have been dissolved out of the butter to make a butter oil. Now, how do you make ghee? You make ghee by keeping butter on a warm temperature for a long duration of time. This dissolves the milk solids inside of the butter and creates a butter oil. This butter oil also is alleviated of casein. So casein is now removed from the butter oil. That is the reason why a lot of people opt for ghee, because they're allergic to casein. But people need to understand, like, there's a lot of things that we're allergic to, like, you know, the lactose, all the different fillers and poisons that they put inside, the animal fats that they put inside of the butters to give it its construct. Like, we're allergic to a lot of those things. Most of the world is allergic to dairy. That's the reason why a lot of people are suffering with the Alzheimer's, suffering with all the plaque buildups inside the body, is because dairy is not meant for humans to consume. Humans are supposed to consume their mother's breast milk. And after you get weaned off of that, then you're supposed to just consume the plants. But it's like, mommy's supposed to be consuming the plants. So even while she's breastfeeding, giving that sweet milk to her baby's brain is jumping, baby's brain is learning, baby's brain is growing and glowing. We want to make sure that we are consuming the best that earth has to offer, if you truly believe that you're the best that earth has to offer. And I promise you, ghee is not that. Ghee is animal products, meaning sheep, goat, cow. Like, these are animal products that have been synthesized by humans with other natural flavors and natural, or whatever they label it as, but it's all just poisons. And then they make it into this bulky substrate. Because I promise you won't just see a cow throwing up butter on the floor. Like, man has to actually go through this process of creating this butter that they then clarify. That they then clarify to then give you this ghee product, which is essentially just butter oil, which is just oil, but just from the animal product of the cow or the goat or the sheep. So a lot of people use ghee for the high temperature smoking point that it has, like for sauteing and things like that. An easy replacement for that would be grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil has a very high smoking point as well. Ghee has a smoking point of about 400. While grapeseed oil has a smoking point of 420. So it's a very easy replacement for ghee. Because again, ghee is just butter oil, but grapeseed oil is Dr. Sebi approved. And when I say something is Dr. Sebi approved, I'm just saying that it grows naturally out in nature. It's something that even if a man wasn't standing and tending to it in the garden, it would still grow naturally out in nature, just like as a weed somewhere or something like that. All the Dr. Sebi approved foods are all things that just grow naturally out in nature, that a man does not need to tend to it. Apples grow naturally out in nature. Oranges grow naturally out in nature. Like, there's everything that's on Dr. Sebi's approved list grows naturally out in nature. Man does not need to intervene, and therefore it is alkaline, because it's still by the original code. It still has that electrical balance to it that just sends that supercharging into your body that just gives you the energy. So please, grapeseed oil is that easy replacement to ghee that allow your body to thrive. And that's essentially what I would use. If I was using anything else, I would use Ty's Conscious Kitchen butter recipe. Link to that will be in the description below. And I'll also put a whole bunch of vegan butter alternatives if you're interested in just thinking of the idea of consuming a plant-based butter that doesn't have all of the problems that conventional dairy products would, whether it be lactose, casein, whatever it is. You can avoid it altogether and just be thriving, allow your DNA to thrive. No arterial dysfunctions, no brain malfunctioning, none of that. You could just sustainably have an abundant life, abundant of energy, everything. And it's just based off of your desire to just try out alternatives. You'll be surprised. Alternative for anything might just change your life. I went from whole milk to vanilla almond milk. Now it's walnut milk, but literally that was two different worlds. I was confused. I'm isn't this plant-based thing supposed to be terrible? But when I had vanilla almond milk, I was whoa, I thought this is supposed to be terrible. Why does it taste so good? I had it with cereal. I was like, whoa, like this is literally a cheat code. But you gotta understand, until you start trying new things, you're not gonna understand the other side. There's another side where food tastes good and your health doesn't suffer. Just imagine food tasting good and your health not suffering. That's a whole different paradigm, but I promise you it exists. It's abundance on abundance on abundance on abundance everywhere, I promise. But that's it for today, guys. Absolutely love you guys. On this channel, really dive deep on the topics that really help you become your greatest version. If you're interested in becoming your greatest version, feel free to subscribe below. Feel me? Join the tribe. It's all that love. That love, you just need that love. Rack up on that love. And like, it's a compounding interest effect thing that happens when is just pouring into yourself. You learning from videos like this. You doing the stuff that is recommended in the videos. You're seeing the results from doing it. You're feeling that self-love like you never did before. Yo, it's a whole nother world, I promise. But that's it for today, guys. Again, absolutely love you guys. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Stay well.